Hi, welcome back. I'd just like to thank everybody for their continued support, liking, sharing, subscribing, messaging me, commenting. I'd also like to thank everybody that got a private reading from me. I appreciate it. If you'd like a private reading, just send me an email, we can sort it out. So this is a general reading for the sign of Pisces, and it's from the 3rd of October through to the 9th of October 2016. Okay. You can see them very well. Okay, so we've got two major arcana coming out here. I feel for some of you, this is a time that you are going to have patience with some sort of situation. Consider the possibilities, consider carefully what it is before you act, and listen to your intuition. This is a good time. I feel as if quite a lot of intuition is going to be heightened this month. Everybody has abilities inside them for, using your intuition, getting messages, receiving messages through dreams, receiving messages through, if you get in your car and there's a song that you connect with and it repeats. It's all about repetitive, it's about, like, if you look at the clock and you've got 11:11 or 2:22, or it's about sequences and repeating of things. And I feel as if for quite a lot of people this is going to be heightened this month. You're going to be noticing things and thinking, oh, that's strange, that's messages trying to come through to you. So listen to your intuition, try and hear when there's messages coming, open yourself up to receive them, because I think this is going to be quite a good month for that. I feel for some of you things are looking up. I think you have had quite a rough time in the past, and I think it is getting better. It's taking time to get better, but things are looking up for you. The difficult situations, and obviously it's different for everybody because it's a general reading, but the difficult situations that you have been going through, I'll be starting to smoothen out. For some of you, there's travel coming in. This could be taking a trip. For some of you, it could be moving house. I feel this is going to have a few wee hiccups if you are moving house, but it is going to smooth itself out and it's going to end up a much better situation for you. I'm getting for somebody that they had had a really hard time where they were staying already. This is a good transition you're making. This is a good move for you moving forward. I feel as if it's a much better place. You, your family, you're all going to be much happier where you're headed to. Things are looking up for you. For some of you, I feel as if you've been taking on too much. You've had too many burdens. This is a time to, ask for help, or if people are offering you help, accept it. I feel for some your life is out of balance a wee bit, so this could be working too hard and not enough play, or too much play and not enough work. So it talks about getting the equilibrium correct and getting yourself back into balance. As I say, if there's some of you that are needing to take a wee help from someone, there's nothing wrong with getting help. This could bring on some like stress related health issues. So it is time to relook at stuff, reevaluate the situation and see if you can delegate some jobs out. I mean, if you're working and looking after a house and looking after children, etc., it does become a burden. Try and get your kids on board to help you more in the house. Just delegate one job that you don't need to do anymore. For some of you, I feel the burden is lifting. This is a 10, so it's the end of a cycle. So maybe you are addressing the issue at home, addressing the fact that you feel stressed and you've got too much on your plate. But for some of you, as I say, this is the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. So moving forward, I think some of you are going to be getting rid of some of the burdens that you've been carrying. Things are going to get better. I think there's also been a bit of indecisiveness for some of you, and when that comes through and you make a decision, this is going to ease the burden off of you. You've got 2 10s in a row here, which is really good because that's new beginnings, that's endings that are turning to new beginnings. And the 10 of air, which is the 10 of swords, talks about the end of a difficult situation. So does the 6 of air. So for a lot of you, there's going to be a big shake up in your life, I feel, and things are going to go on a better road. I don't know if for some of you have been making plans and then they've not been following through, or making plans and then there's been a hiccup that stopped that. But I feel as if looking forward, there is going to be huge changes for some of you. And what I'm feeling is that this is a time for you to embrace the changes and expect things to get better. Get your vibrations positive, get them raised up. For some of you, I feel as if there'll be a recovery from an addiction or an illness. For those of you that are recovering from an addiction, well done. Keep pushing forward. This situation is ending for you. So even if you've had any wee hiccups along the road, don't lose your faith. Keep forging forward with that. And again, embrace that change. Take on board how much better it's going to be for you in the long run. For some of you that have had an illness, I feel as if there's going to be a turning point for you. There is some good news coming in about your illness. And again, you're going to be moving forward. I think for some of you, the situation has been really, really difficult juggling. If you have been ill, and I'm getting that for some of you, this was like out of the blue, you were ill, and it just shook your whole house up. I feel as if you're going to get back into some sort of pattern here, and your stress will be lightened. It is going to get better. You have the Fool card here, which talks about following your dreams. Unexpected opportunities are coming in for you. This talks about taking a leap of faith. So, as I was saying, for some of you, it's going to be a house move. Don't worry about it. What the Fool's saying is you can take that leap of faith and you're not, you don't have the same worries as you had before. Move forward, be optimistic. Again, get your vibrations up. The whole reading this week for you is talking about raising your vibrations. Look for messages coming in. Be open to messages coming in. If you've been asking the universe questions, look for the answers coming because your intuition is going to be heightened. And I feel as if the messages are going to come in for you. As I say, some of you are going to get these messages in the forms of dreams. That's coming in really strongly. Take a notepad and pen up to bed with you. Sit it beside you. If you have a dream and you wake up, write it down, because when you go back to sleep and wake up in the morning, you won't remember it. And keep a wee dream journal for a couple of days just to see if anything. That might create a pattern for you where you can, unsynchronize the message that's came into you. But I do feel as if there's unexpected opportunities coming in for some of you. So grab them while they come in. We finish your reading here with the 5 of fire, which is the 5 of wands. So this talks about some, like troublesome details happening, maybe a small conflict with other people. But the rest of your cards are so positive. So I feel as if if this energy comes into you or comes into your vicinity, just don't take it on. This can be like competing for something, like at work, if you are competing for a promotion, or if you are, those of you that are unemployed, if you are going for a job and you're competing for the job and somebody's trying to wind you up to make you look bad, just don't take on the energy of that. Just basically try and be the bigger person and ignore them. The 5 is small conflicts. It's not even, like it's nothing serious, but it is the opportunity for change, the 5. So, just to stabilise yourself back up if this energy comes in, I think that the opportunity for change is to turn your back on it and don't take that on board. Um, just let them do their thing and you continue to do your thing. I'll pull a wee romance card for you and see what comes out. Okay, for some of you, it's talking about pay attention to the red flags. So the signs are cautioning you. So if you've met somebody new, um, you know, we all know what the red flags are, but sometimes we ignore them. Sometimes we think, oh, I didn't like what they done there. But then we just let it go because we want it to work. What the cards are saying is, just keep an eye on the red flags. Don't allow something from the past that you didn't want to be repeated in a new person. If the red flags are there right at the beginning, then do what you have to do, basically. Um, for those of you that are already in a couple, what I would say is, if you are going down a rough road, pay attention to the red flags. Like, look what's causing the arguments, look what's causing the problems, have conversations, try and sort out the areas that you feel are failing. Don't be like, oh, they're not talking to me, so I'm not talking to them. Maybe that's your conflicts here. Be the bigger person, step up and say, we need to have conversations about this because whatever it is isn't working, and try and get them ironed out before it escalates. Okay, the next card I pulled says you deserve love. You are lovable. So what this says to me is, pay attention to the red flags. Don't settle. You deserve love. So if someone stepped into your life and you're already noticing things, then nip that right in the bud, because there is something coming that you deserve. You don't need to take on something that you don't want just to have somebody, if you know what I mean. For some of you, in the relationship, you've got unrequited love. So for some of you out there, you're in a relationship where you're putting in 90% and they're kind of struggling to put in 10%. Now, this could be like, if you are actually together living in a house, partnered, married, whatever, this could be like you're doing everything, you're working, you're seeing to the kids, you're seeing to the house. And it's funny that it fell right on the 10 of Wands, which is the burden card, carrying all the burden. So you could be, putting everything into it and they think they're great because they're doing a 9 to 5 job and coming in and lying on a couch. That's not loving you the way you're meant to be loved. You need to address this issue. Talk about it. Just say, I'm not coping. We're in a partnership here. It's eachy peachy. It's give and take. So I'm working as well as you're working. Okay, you might be working more hours than me, but the kids are a full-time job. So is the house and the groceries and everything that comes with it, all the clubs. Um, so have conversations. It seems to be about getting things out in the open, ending old patterns, starting new patterns, the way you want to move forward. If you're just dating somebody and you're texting them or phoning them 5 times a day, and out of the 5 text messages, you might get one reply 3 hours later, they're not for you, right? The way I see it is, if somebody wants to talk to you, there is no excuses. They'll make time to talk to you. If somebody wants to see you or be with you, there is no excuses. They'll make time for you. You're making time for them just by texting them saying hi. If they don't have enough respect for you to at least text back and say, hey, I'll text you in an hour, I'm busy. After that hour, they don't text you. Nah, this is a one-sided thing going on. And I just feel that if that's the situation you're sitting in, you're not alone. It happens to loads of people. It's the most hideous thing in the world to fall for someone that doesn't show you the same back as you're giving them. You give, and you don't receive, and that's totally unfair. So don't even have yourself in the situation where you're allowing that, because you deserve love, and proper love is a two-way street. So what you put in there, you should get back. So I hope that this has been enlightening for some of you, some help, and I hope the week goes good. All these positive energies coming out, change, as I say, embrace the change while it's coming to you. And I'll leave your reading there for today. So have a great week, Pisces. Sending you blessings, love and light. Bye.